me lo coge. Eso. Did I just get a new nickname here? Because I'm Theodorus. I think I know it's good now. Nope. A scandal. The investigative photographer, Lola Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her average impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews. What? Outrageous ideas, you say? No, it's an impression. Yeah, nice one. Then you're the one who took Miss Hart's note. Should come for a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Well, it was only a piece of paper. Suppose we can overlook this just this once. How long more? One in the witness's credibility. Ow. Miss Oldbag. That note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? That would have been my second guess. Oh, that way wasn't my first. The camera? Yesterday, Laura Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, "Last sweetie, $1,600 camera disappeared on me." Why, witness! You have the notes, and it's only logical that you have the camera too. That's... I think your definition of borrow is a little off. Sure. Bailiff, check this camera's photos, hurry! You must examine them at once. Well, Miss Edgeworth, what do we have? There's only one photo that's seen as relevant to the case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai. This photo by itself does not prove that the defendant in it is the defendant. However, his own confession somehow clearly stated at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. How did it come to this? This probably is the size of the downfall. There is no objection to him, blow it, and put my life in jeopardy. I make a mistake that it doesn't even go out. It's probably large. There's something strange with it. I knew it was coming late. Your horse, Mr. Edgeworth? I think it's an odd breed, and there's nothing strange in this photo. Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. Yeah, the legs. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area here. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The costumed person in the photo could not have been Mr. On Guard. What is the meaning of this? I wonder if you'd care to elaborate with actual facts and things. Let's take a look at the Nicholas Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakama. His socks, you can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nicholas Samurai is clearly holding his Hakama up just to walk. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. Assume. Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? The person in this photo is not Matt on Guard. Then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I figured it would come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. Think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on Guard? In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is a person wearing Nicholas Samurai costume? Mr. Wright, firstly your thoughts? It is Franziska. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nicholas Samurai is, it's none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night. How does that all add up? It means that makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it. Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? We have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Warren Green. Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Order! 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 Looks like the trial has hit a most unexpected development. Miss Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. Verdict can be passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it. One more day. But I'm getting a verdict today in my... Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Now then... Please, Your Honor, continue to try. You must pass a verdict today. Can't do that. We cannot... I have always wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. And what do you mean by that? If Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews, it's all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow touched on. What? What is the meaning of your statement, Miss Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. Please, Miss Witness. Everything was planned out in advance by that man. Very well, we report the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Dude, can't believe that agent. No way, not cool and collect Agent Andrews. She's your manager, would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, served as a ceremony during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See? She could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your Hakama. Because you was the one that came to wake me up. And dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is a real killer. She has only murdered one Frida. She has her own agenda. I'm trying to see where I can start over. Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impax as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impax suddenly killed herself. Sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrido. All to get the suicide note back. It was Edgeworth. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls a witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime Mr. Warren created his room. What is your occupation? I'm the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt. I see. Now then. Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one more question. Oh, yes, sure. What is it? I'm sure everyone is wondering the same thing. Eh? After all, it was a topic for certain maybe something. Oh no, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland. Judging as a prosecution witness, you do my work for me. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I've seen Mr. Kinder. I was also aware of the private that exists between Martin and Martin. This was a private matter between Martin and so it is a frying bait matter. Or was that bait and fry? It might be a fishing. I think no one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who takes this. I think we'll understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Very well then, witness. Please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. Time for the show to start, so I went to get my options on. After that, I went to one room. And that was his dead body. I was in shock. Really? You poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, sadly, I remember not to touch things at the scene of crime. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Juice? Yes, there's a lot of trust in the side. That's a thing? You may drink any of it, did you? There are no lip marks left on this wine glass. It suggests that anyone drank from it. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without thinking. I'm sorry. You were in shock. What, was I not supposed to be? Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. In spite of how close they were, I thought she had romantic feelings for Mr. Frida. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would have been in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. Somehow, her lovely beauty has been delivered in shock. I see. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Correa, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself a big glass of juice, correct? And what was it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank. Everything that was possible for you. And you need to so being some even careless mistake. Or one thing. Never mind, no big deal. What else she starting to say just now? Miss Andrews, I'm convinced, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime scene photo? It smells of glass shards. It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the fireplace. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another piece of mess. Looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal for your testimony. You testified that you knocked the flower vase over, is that correct? Yes. And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? It's not some problem. It's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Mr. Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, that was true, the case should have gone wet on the inside, not the outside. That's very true. Furthermore, there's one other strange thing about this guitar case. The fact it's empty. What is that? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. And what is wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shard should be inside, not outside. What is your point, Knight? And the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? No, think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that, other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Yes, that's right, she did implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case. But it just doesn't matter, the guitar case is a dead end. I tried guitars for another studio, it has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it? Seems like there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Roach, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case? Nico testifying. The empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. Can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it's easy. I can't believe I'm doing this either. Alright, I'll follow along for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case. Do you remember too clearly because of the big days? Suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the valve out. It's no big deal, right? The case is empty after all. Not even you know why. Whatever. Looks like this really wasn't a very important point. This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination. Using anyway to change the topic. A convenient excuse for a weak man. Was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you open the case... How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? A little professionalism. Wright read guitars from a studio. These trials will be over in half the time if you would just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright. Sorry. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it. I'm not going to get anywhere if I continue pressing like this. Anyway, to make a talk of evidence, let's just give it a try. I'm planning on that outfit. The fact that crime scene photo. Objection! Nope, top tier dumbassery. As the witness has stated multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed. Why would she care about the bright red guitar? And the fact that it's not going to... Objection! There's no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? Sedimentary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. What is it, Miss Andrews? Shouldn't have seen that must have left things for the case. What do you mean? Gloves? But why would we wearing gloves at the time? She really does remind me of a younger me. You're wearing gloves, isn't that a little strange? Take that! There you proof right here. This wine glass. You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange? Now you put your gloves back on, just open the guitar case. That's unfair. Order! 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 What do you mean? I never really was empty now. But a guitar, the bright red guitar was at the studio. Phoenix, stop my assumptions. What was it? You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do it. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the fact that on the case... No, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactics at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and not solving to his mistakes. No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that a vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it's wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I am sure this guitar case has some relation to murder. You're so sure, right? And I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please enlighten us as to why that guitar case has anything at all to do with the murder. Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. The bright red guitar not being the only thing? Sir, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty. Is that it, right? Don't say something I didn't intend to. Place that head of yours, you haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case of the murder? Take that! This is a photograph. Yes, but what's important is what's in the picture. In this picture? It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm posing is... Inside the guitar case was the Nicholas Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Right, you're saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out the costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that? The insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? I refuse to accept your fate. Do you have anything to support such preposterous ideas? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starting both the execution. In the end, she managed to get the shot, correct? You mean this photo? Order! Order! Looks like we wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Now, you know my strategy. Speak first and later. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. I thought Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matangard's. Why would something of the defendants be making him inside the parties of all places? True, that is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. It was a spare costume. Mr. Angard did not take his costume off during the break. In that case, the costume you're talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nicholas Samurai costumes at the Gatewater? Yes, that's what I'm saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean that the victim himself had brought a spare to assemble his costume. But why? The victim, Mr. Krieger, was a jamming ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nicholas Samurai spare costume with him? And therein lies. What are you mumbling to yourself about now? You've just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue. No, I just... Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had Nicholas Samurai's spare spare costume. Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Alright, this is what I think.
Take that!
What is this? On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai is going to hold a special press conference. The press conference? Yes, the Nickel Samurai is supposed to confess something at this conference. Heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up right. But what struck me strange was that Mr. Ungard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference on tonight. But how can this be? The way I see it, that can mean only one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? Yes. The spare nickel samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corrida was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai. He was going to dress up as Nickel Samurai and hold a conference? Why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I'm concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference. Nickel Samurai is going to confess something. A confess about Adrosia, who's going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Corrida, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt Ungard. Yes, I guess that is what he would mean. But if that's the case, that's not a confession, that's public disclosure. Miss Andrews? I can see where you're afraid of what you do. Pardon me? Yes, just as you say, the press conference was Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this. I was one he asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second costume, that was also me. Wanna bet everything on the German Ninja this year? And we lost Grand Prix. He was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. He was going to ruin him? Looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret super. What? And do you know what this secret of Mr. Ungard is, Miss Andrews? Protect Mr. Ungard. And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior. Their glasses even look like my old pair. Did you say that was your intuition speaking to you? Don't you feel everything? Yep, motive, opportunity, evidence. They didn't teach that to us in school. At least not for mine. So would you say this need came from the press conference? Yes, do you know why you wanted to show that event in the hotel? And you knew of this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews? But I'm sure Mr. Ungard himself didn't know anything about it. Anyway, the important thing here is that this information was not in your testimony. my fucking dumbass. No, I'm fucking dumbass again.
Hold it! Objection!
The person on trial right now is Mr. Ungard, right? The witness is thinking helping the victim with his plan is not our concern. In case, it means the defendant had a motive to kill. I can do this myself.
Hold it!
The judge is going straight to the...
Hold it!
Shit. Goodness me, you can still look at me. Very nice to stare. Yes. Yes, Andrews, for Mr. Wright's sake, please add this information to your testimony.
Objection! Objection!
No, my dumbass again.
Hold it!
But what you really did was stab the guy in the back, didn't you? At the worst possible time.
Objection!
Let's just say she really stabbed the guy in the back, as you put it. This witness could disclose things about Miss Dongard at any time. Why then would she wait until there was a large audience before doing so? Same reason why Mr. Creeder planned such an elaborate conference. Mr. Andrews wanted to cause Mr. Ongard as much damage as he possibly could.
Objection!
This isn't the Phoenix Wright Wax philosophical hour. Please stop slandering the witness.
Hold it!
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Hold it! Hold it!
And how do you know that? I've heard that before too. But what would Miss Andrews know about this case down to such a fine detail? Ah, violence, I'm sure. There's anything to trip up when I have to be here, but where and what? The knife?
Objection!
Nope.
Objection!
Ah, the fact that it's strangulation. This is the victim's autopsy report. Police states that the cause of death was strangulation by a scarf. Strangulation? The knife stab to the victim was done after the victim had already died. Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it, which would mean that was ripped off of the costume when? After the knife was stabbed into the victim. Exactly. Which means it is impossible that this button was torn off during the victim's final struggle, because the victim was strangled to death in that fight. That's right, Miss Andrews. There's no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was consciously pulled off of the victim's dead body. Order! Order! What's the meaning? What is the meaning of this, right? Let me ask you one simple question, Miss Harper. Why was the button torn off? What purpose did that serve? What purpose? We now know this button was not torn off during the fight, so the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip this from the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it? Mr. Wright, does this mean... Element of the crime. There's only one logical reason for doing something like that. Was to pin the crime on Mr. On Guard. There's no way anyone would put a bloody button in their own pants. That's right, Mr. On Guard was set up by the viewer. And the real murderer is? Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer then? Finally, you managed to bring us far away up to this point.
Take that!
Miss Adrian Andrews, I choose you. You are Mr. Creeder's killer. Second pair of glasses. Any evidence? All of the evidence points to Miss Andrews. The knife was used to stab the victim after he had been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion on Mr. On Guard, naturally. The knife, covered in the defendant's fingerprints, could only be taken from his room. The only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you. Third pair. Fourth. Mr. Andrews thinks were never to be found in this hard case. It was you who feel that she was not wearing gloves at the time. That's because you did not intend on leaving any prints. You understand that she had touched the case with her after a while, but to avoid leaving any prints, she was told something else. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Speaking of how tall people are, Mr. Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, ain't you? Please stop. Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? Got this time. Miss Andrews? What was that? This all... Yeah, pleading the fifth. Well, yes, you're absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination by allowing a witness to not testify if the testimony can cause damage to themselves. What? Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. On Guard's room... Adrian Andrews? That's it. That's when Francisca planted the idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews to not testify if things looked bad. What's wrong, right? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence? What is so humorous, Miss Edgeworth? I'm sure you realize this as well, Your Honor. Everything the good lawyer here has proven up to this point is meaningless. Everything you have proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial? Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor the murder of Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr. Creeder? But Miss Andrews, if you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think? Maybe so, or maybe no. There's no thing to prove it. No! She's taking that defiant attitude again. I think we've reached some conclusion at this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews has refused to testify, and the defence's theory that she's the actual murderer has not been fully substantiated with solid definitive proof. But that's not true. In this situation, there's only one thing this court can do, and that is to declare recess. Recess? Request that both the prosecution and the defense look further into this matter, and tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow? We don't have a tomorrow. Don't get a not guilty verdict today. Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. This trial, please continue the trial. What are you sweating for? Your client is getting in one more day to live, isn't he? And that's not it. It isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. But don't get the verdict on my... But it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. Now, I'll end this court... It's not impossible for this trial to continue. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you... True, Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation is something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Yes, that is very true, but... Actually, there is one little thing nothing serious about. Miss Andrews, when you find the victim's dead body, you put yourself in massive shoes. Yes, can't help but think on... Usually, when one finds a body, they shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice. Before you speak, I want to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect. Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever you find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. Probably because his focus has gone from getting a guilty verdict to finding the truth. The court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrews, if you please. Yeah. Andrew, what the heck is going on in that brain of yours? Alexa, lamp on.
Hold it!
The mod did cross your mind. To be honest, I thought you just thinking of something, so I went to find some juice. Then realised he was dead, and that's when I knocked the flower.
Hold it!
And how did you come to realise that he was in fact dead? knocked the flower vase over. So that's what happened. Not that harsh. Here's Andrews, we tell us the truth this time.
Hold it!
And it's just me, or did that really sound a little odd?
Hold it!
Oh wait, I've already pressed that one.
Objection!
So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body? I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone to think. Then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is? Miss Andrews, your testimony just now was all one giant lie. And your lies proving one thing very clearly, that you are the real killer. Looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Mathongard, is not guilty after all. But you were the one who refused to testify, and your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself. Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? Then there is no need for this court to continue any further. Is it over? Have we found the truth on that? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. Now I think about it, this is the first time someone has me. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict from Mr. Mathongard.
Objection!
Your Honour, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down the verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute truth. The absolute real truth? What are you... Witness, don't you understand yet? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself from your silence, Mathongard will go free. In this place, you will become the guilty party. What? What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? Pretty much me until I became a streamer. Or rather, until 2017? Until I took this up full, until I took the gig up full time. Yep. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Right, I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not. Is your mastermind? And now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do it like this. No one should make a face like that. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure, Mr. On-Guard will get an acquittal, but in his place you will be found guilty. Is this how you really want the trial to end? You can't... Huh? That's enough. Commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth. What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this, however. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Mr. Edgeworth? This witness, how shall I put it? She has no. Because of this illness, she is trying to commit suicide. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use to have the evidence right there. She must make a lot of money if she had... if her glasses... if she can develop a new pair of glasses each time they broke. You know what I am about to do, don't you? I'll now reveal to the court the true nature of this pitiful woman in the Adrian Andrews. The secret of her dependent nature. I know people know about it scares them more than anything else in the world. Damn right. If you're going to say you would choose to, that is no concern to me. Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? However, before you die, I'll pull the truth from your still breathing lips, no matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. She really does remind me of myself when I was a teenager. Until, I think it was last year, I always had the exact same fear. I was worried that people knew the truth about me. They'd probably make fun of my autism. So I put on a comedian persona. But the more confident I got when I was streaming, the more I felt I could be myself. And that's why I suddenly changed from a comedy channel to a gameplay-based channel. Might take this court a little while to understand, but this is the truth. Last time? So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, one creator, in the chest with a knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt On-Guard for murder. And this is what? How is this possible? Wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. But there's dependency, but if you become too dependent on people, they can take advantage of that fact. As we found out from this, with Franziska getting into Adrian's head. She's got to be one of the only witnesses I've actually felt bad for. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the belly and the button. Why did I say that? Why is that when I see button, I automatically think of belly button? God damn it!
Hold it!
That was so you could get the knife. The knife might use it down his control. Or if I use that, then the police will still turn around.
Hold it!
So you're the one to stab the victim and I'm not. So you thought to rip off. You thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. On Guard's karma. Yes, that's what I plan to do. Of course I don't.
Hold it!
Any inconvenience? I'm not even by my spiky. Oh bother. There's Miss Outback for you.
Hold it!
You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? You did miss some preparation for the festival, correct? Yes, 112. No. I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Miss On Guard's room and planted the button. My word, what does this all mean? Is that Edgeworth in it? The real criminal is Matt On Guard. Francesca, huh? What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as the testimony stands, we can be certain she's not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor! The defense of... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on leave. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest until further questioning. Today's trial is over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Huh? Edgeworth? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. The room. Last day. Yes. You found that card next to the victim's body. Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see what... Hold it! Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Edgeworth, do you have any idea what you've stupidly yet inadvertently done? Yes, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I don't mean to... I've seen Edgeworth so emotional before. The card. What is it? What does it mean? There, pearls. Look, you'll be alright. Everything might still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict, and so far the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won because Mr. On Guard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up, we don't have time to stand there and cry. We have to get going. Hey you guys, glad I caught up, pal. Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Paul's book now. Just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, Detective. It's official. If I was in an anime, the gag reel would definitely mostly be me. Just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you about. But we're kind of busy right now. So what are you gonna do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? I don't have a payday. Guess that means I'm just gonna have to work out a job. Say what? I'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. On Guard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. Ah, okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. You sound like people only eat cheap, unhealthy foods. Well, given the fact that the Gumshoe's salary is constantly being deducted to oblivion. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. I thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed us. Because he said near enough this. Because he said near enough the exact same thing himself. When he. It's true. Andrew's last testimony. I wonder if that's the truth. Give you that there was nothing strange in the testimony itself, but I still think there was something fundamentally wrong in the whole thing. I mean about that thing, pal. Why did you want to? No, I mean almost need to frame Mr. On Guard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said. And then you're saying that testimony was a lie. Not a lie, per se. There's more here than we see on. Oh. And that's why Edgeworth. Franziska Von Karma. Speaking of Miss Von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol. But she's gonna be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. Just like a pop. Shot in the shoulder. Her name sends a chill down my spine. Never I'd ever come back to this place. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Oh, hi. Wait a second, you're... yes, I'm Director Hockey. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Director Hottie? Edgeworth? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you got a man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Oh. Director, Franziska? How is Franziska Von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Yes, Isn't that thing that surgery went well? You have my gratitude. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looks so pitiful, almost terrified, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes. Her opponent was a gun, after all. I always look up on a real secret like she would scream real loud. I see. Ah, but she's really cute too. I like to do that. She'd whip me with a whip. Whatever, I like baby. Yes, like ah. You're so mean. So mean, my frisky. Ah. Okay. Time for my IV drops. Yes. And what are these tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix? Ah! I knew I should have come in. Talk. Yeah, even in the anime, it's got her with her arm in a sling when she gets into the courtroom. Was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. Before speaking of the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict from Miss Von Guard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have any proof that makes it true? You're denying it. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem. Maybe she tampered with the evidence or not. Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, "You don't tell the truth of what really happened, then On Guard will be found guilty." What does that have to do with me? Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting here... Sorry, look at you, please. I have the advantage in the argument. Edgeworth. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That wasn't like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You made her testify as many times as you wanted. To go that far? She wouldn't testify about the nasty if I said something. Listen, I to the courtroom with the garden of judgment. Myself and Lime were standing there. That's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. By the way, Edgeworth, you're really angry in court today. Have you? Witness? That card. Give it to me. Hurry. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? Yes, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. The card. Wonder what is it? You mean this? Listen, Alex, this is top secret information. You absolutely cannot keep. The Special Investigations Team has existed for a number of years. You know this. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelley the Killer. And just as the name states, he's a killer, an assassin, and the best of it. An assassin? So is this Shelley the Killer. The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I think. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the name. He decided to change his voice to be more natural because he's gonna have to differentiate it when we get to Dual Destinies. So because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards for Shellman. He has a habit of making sure to leave cards by the body of his victim. I think it's a part of his duty to his clients. His duty If he leaves a card, then his client can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed on his client. I see. The killer values the trust between his client and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. So, you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of this card basically confirms it conclusively. Clearly the killer, huh? I noticed something on the trial today. You're behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does a kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I'll prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this question. Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth, immediately. There's no way you can find them. Don't have even a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right, listen, you need to know something. One Credo was killed by Shelly the Killer, and the client who ordered the job is Matt Ongard, your own client. Please, stop! Can't listen to you, I can't believe that. Let's see. Well, if you want to continue the investigation, you need the hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only. As we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shady. But if you take this with you to a hotel, then in any case, Mr. Tender preparations for Maya's rescue team. No, wait. I mean, he does not have a cyclock. Maya, please, all I ask is you make it home safe and sound. What is this place? It is my room, so get out. You're supposed to be. Oh, this simply will not do. Cannot have you wandering around that well. It seems that your Mr. Wright is really concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. You cannot know ways in which I can help you. Reason dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct? I'm almost certain I told you in our first meeting. I am an assassin. People are not always who they appear to be. Oh, yes. Pose? Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya for a second. Sorry, but we didn't have a job. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor. I have this cat named Sue. Didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's quite busy. Think you could drop by my house and feed Sue, maybe? Yeah, I guess. Oh god. Yes. Hotel lobby. Call it. Sour perfume. Ramon d'Amour, I swear. Smell. Yours truly? Understatement of the century. Ow! Every time you talk about lovers, I end up with a hamper in my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue with the investigation. Viola Hall. Why don't you like people really? Well, that's kind of how it is. You want me to do what? How do you do your own good work? Would you please just leave already? John, it's the alien! Oh, it's just you, Miss Elback. You didn't. I don't think I'll have time to control my last piece quickly. I've seen it. Pardon me. May I help you or something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Miss Vanguard's lawyer. The master's... Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes? Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe. The most common alias. Nice to meet you. Mr. Doe, how long have you served on this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. You know, I would have thought Miss Vanguard the kind to have a maid. He's a very cute cat you got. It's my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shrew. And anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of a family cat. Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of paper anymore. You must know all sorts of things about me, Miss Vanguard. Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master's capable of such a foul deed as murder. And anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master of his affairs. How typically butler. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished. Master of law. But there's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. Now, bicycle pearls is one where you don't have to pedal and it moves on its own. But sorry to disappoint you, you can't fly. You know, I've actually never seen a hoe before, come to think of it. Ah, what's with me and feeling inferior today? I don't know if it's laugh or crying. I know more about that children and kid. Yeah, when I was a kid, I just... Well, actually, I don't know if I can say when I was a kid, because I think I was about 11 at the time. For me, it was Bakugan. Oh my god, no. Ugh, that startled me. I was going to die for a second. I'm sure of lies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the Sunday. The transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how's Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? Seems you're not able to fairly under the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news, so it would seem my presence did you no good. One more day! Please, all I ask for is one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must Need a quicker more than anything else after all. Let's read the stack also. Seems. Damn it, the chance he was just sleeping. No, all of a sudden it became nothing but static. I didn't chance he was sleeping. Hey, welcome back, pal. Thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can. So you went through all the trouble cook. Oops, looks like you don't have a can opener. You've got to be kidding. Yeah, if we already picked something up. I know, there was one way not to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. This thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke in the stack. Look, it sounded like this. Huh? That's strange, I'm sure I was making no stack noise. Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? So what is electromagnetic interference? Radius. Something happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal. Oh, when you put it that way. Like for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Well, I wouldn't know because I've not got a phone. Fine choice. It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts flipping away. It's weird, we hardly been able to understand. So the room you were in when the interference to the transceive happened. There's gotta be something in there. Something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like a listening device or something. Ah! Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened? Huh? Oh yeah. What? That's it, I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get bug sweeper. Me at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Oh, wait, don't shoot! Oh yeah, baby, it's investing time. Alright, let's go. Hotel lobby. Via hall. Hallway. Hey, you're finally here, pal. Sorry to keep you waiting. Well, you see, got busted trying to sneak in, pal. So suddenly I'm standing at the precinct door. I'm on the outside, so yeah, I couldn't get one. What do you mean you couldn't get one? Me now I am. Hey, calm down, pal. Didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police. That's no broken. Hey, this was made back when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh, by who? Me, of course. I was in the shopping thing. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure looks a little beat up. I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Lamp, check, listening device, nope. Ah, this must be one of those fancy bear-shaped robot dogs. Horsies. Well, look, it's bears. I don't think the listening device is in something. Yeah, sure. Well, this certainly looks like an alarm clock. I can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. Just sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Is remote control. But it doesn't look like the listening device is. Hey! Whatever kid. Oh, the people have given the old mute button too. Well, I don't think it's gonna work on me. Why don't we try on Mario tomorrow, okay? Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot pot. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out. I don't think there's anything like that, Pearl's fine. But there might be. Slushy machines. Lamp, check. Listening device. Nope. Lamp, check. Listening device. Nope. I really think listening devices in the TV. Yeah. I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy a dream. Wait a minute. One of the bears. It's a small video camera. Now there's some device in this as well. Kind of not to know when. Oh! Hey, so did you guys find it yet? Listen to that. Let's see. Perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong ratings. Yes. Never covered 90 years. I got it. Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera. Yeah. It's a mystery how he always managed to do things in the most efficient ways, right? You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? A rescue team has been created and deployed. Can't say I'm optimistic. They have to move forward one step at a time. I see. Don't thank me yet, we shall you. Fine. Sorry, there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuff down here. You're one lucky man, right? Huh? You knew his stuffed animal, little girl? Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. Completely handmade, and only a small number of them are exported. What? The camera and transmitter are scatterbrained detectives have given a bearing. Anybody here can be bought anywhere. However, by tracking how it got into this country, the bear can tell us who to buy it. Sorry, I've just got back into the country, so I'm doing something. I'll be taking this one. Show you how we things to do. See you soon, right? Wait! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right? Until our court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Ron Krieger? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian? To be honest, I don't know. Ron Krieger's real killer. Miss Andrews' past. Kidnapper whose sole condition is an equitable role as Miss on guard. And this card should need a killer. Maya, getting my from CV now. Find all the answers to this case tonight. I understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth, but as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professional, Pearl. They'll find her, don't you worry. When they're not guilty verdict tomorrow, and everything will be okay. Yeah, it's past 9 PM already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. Edgeworth! You feel angry, and I can go down physically gee, thanks for fun, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. I'm sorry to be busy in that situation. There are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Krieger had on Miss Longard. I'd like to ask you about Matt Ungard, if you don't mind. You still don't know, do you? I've seen about a lot of resentment towards Miss Ungard. That's the case when I become his manager. I was becoming from his rival. About Miss Celeste impacts. I'm sorry. Yes, I was trying to find a suicide. Do I need to burn it? Why? Cyclock, huh? I'm sure I just said Miss Andrews said revenge.
Take that!
There was only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, namely revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide. You're right, you haven't mentioned him yet. But keeping Miss on guard, I mean they must have had some relation to Miss Impact and her suicide.
Take that!
The exact thing I often question myself.
Take that!
Yeah, I had pizza earlier. I knew this was coming. Out with it then.